So, spirit and the organization. Organization development. Discovered through the T group at National Training Laboratories. What happens when you have a leaderless group? In those days, they were 3-week experiences. And at the end of 3 weeks, everybody loved each other. Everybody accepted each other. Everybody saw everybody's value. Everyone had, for the first time, a chance to be understood and to understand others. And so we discovered something beautiful about human nature. And then we tried, starting at General Mills here in Minneapolis, to recreate the rising of the spirit in the organization through openness and honesty and confrontation and all that stuff that was going on in groups in the 60s. Didn't work. You still can't use the word organization development at General Mills because they still remember how people were hurt. But what I've done with Kathy Dannemiller, and I'll speak to her about her in a minute, is that I've learned how to take those small group dynamics of deep honesty, of deep authenticity, and transfer it into a process that's safe and still allow for the spirit to emerge. Because the spirit will never emerge unless there's truth. The spirit is truth. The word, the gospel, logos is translated spirit, gospel, word, truth. My fundamental principle of life, discovered in a T group with Father Jerry Egan, who did the greatest change in the Catholic Church in terms of organizational change. And what he had me do is in our group we had to define our life purpose. And mine was this: Logos living begins with primordial wonder, and then there occurs the actualization of the realization of the spirit of oneness and unity, which is God. That's my life. And so I try to get organizations to find their truth in a safe way. I have all kinds of tricks. So at the table, the conversation is filtered through this diverse group of liberals and conservatives and red and blue people and so forth. And so when the report comes to the system, it's been universalized to more of the truth of the system. And no one knows what the squeaky wheel said. And one of my rules is, no one gets to stand up and talk to the room. And listen, who cares what an individual has to say? I don't. I care what the system has to say. I also believe that everybody's truth must be heard and accepted and listened to, no matter how different it is. Get to universality, and I call organizational intelligence, which is the collective input from each individual comes and is organized in a way that everybody can say, yes,